welcome guest. In 1988, I spent a week in northern Michigan, and I played golf every day with my dad. This game that I had stayed away from for so long because of a lack of interest, it got me. I was hooked. I fell in love with it. It quickly became a passion of mine. Maybe you could call it an obsession, possibly even an addiction. What I realized right away was it's an expensive game to play. Not only that, it takes a lot of time. So I had to figure out a way, without refinancing the house or quitting my day job, that I could afford to play a game that I'd quickly fallen in love with. I found out that if you work in the golf industry, you could actually play golf for free. I thought that was a great idea. I also thought I could be a tour player. I was pretty good. Everybody thought I was pretty good. My dad always made me play from the men's tees, so I never really knew how good or bad I was. Perhaps if I could play from the ladies' tees, I could be really good and maybe go out on tour. So I called up the LPGA, and I said, "Hi, I'm Carole Clark, and I'm wondering, how do you be a tour player?" And the nice lady on the end of the phone, she said, "Well, first of all, you need to have about a 3 handicap or better, because it's really tough out there." I write down 3 handicap, okay? She says, you need a lot of money, because you need money that'll keep you out on the golf course, out on the tour, while you're trying to earn your way up the leaderboard and make some money. Okay, sponsors, I need to get sponsors. She then says, "Can I ask you what your handicap is now?" And I said, "Well, it's 20, but it's coming down." Well, now, if you know anything about golf, there is a huge difference between a 20 handicap and a 3. But I had progressed pretty quickly from a 36 to a 20, so I said, it can't be that hard to get from a 20 to a 3. After about a year of working really hard on my game and practicing and really working at it, I only got to a 12. Called the nice lady back up again. I said, "Can you tell me about that teaching membership that you kind of mentioned the last time I was talking to you?" She proceeded to tell me the steps that it would take to become an LPGA member, but not on the tour. One of the things that is very expensive about golf is equipment. So I have a whole bag full of equipment over here. So in the bag, we've got clubs. All these clubs have different purposes. This guy's pretty expensive right here. He's a driver. And the putters are getting more and more expensive. We've got wedges that are for certain things. You have the bag. You got all these golf balls that you have to have because they tend to get lost and go places that you can't find them. See? You got to have golf balls. You got to have all these things. So financing the golf clubs, that was one thing I was going to be able to do if I was playing golf or working in the golf industry. Then there's lessons, rounds of golf. To get better, you have to play a lot. And to improve, you have to have lessons. So I had to find a way to pay for those. So all of this started to add up to a lot of money. Found a job working in the business, parking carts at a local golf course that was just opening up. I parked carts, I washed carts, I picked the range, I washed golf balls, did anything I could. I then went from there into the golf shop, and then from there I was encouraged to join the LPGA and actually start working on that process. So there's a couple of steps that you have to do, actually 3 or 4 steps that you have to do. The first one is that you have to be in the industry. The second one is that you have to pass a playing ability test. So more practice, more work at it. Go out and play. I didn't pass the first time. I didn't pass the second time either. Third time. 4th time. All right, my 5th, and what I said was my final try. I finally passed. And then I was able to go through the other processes of getting different certifications and working through the levels of education. It's about a 4-year process. Once I did that, I was able to become a Class A member of the LPGA, which allows me to teach and hold those credentials, and I can really go anywhere. And that's kind of like all those letters we have after our name when we become something in Toastmasters. LPGA Class A means something when you're doing that. So my first endeavor was to work for golf. That was my whole purpose for getting into this business, was to have a way to pay for my golf. Hence the title, Will Work for Golf. In my endeavor to finance my obsession, I now work 60 to 70-hour work weeks, give hundreds of hours of lessons every month. I volunteer as a section officer in my association. I'm currently the vice president. I'm on a national board of membership board. I'm also on an international global education committee, which doesn't leave me a whole lot of time to play golf. So, how did we get here? First it was, I'll work for golf. I'm thinking, I need a new sign. I'm going fishing. Thank you all very much.